The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Getting off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure a win away from home. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. When you take a glance at the season and standings grade, teams are still kind of feeling things out.
Yeah, it's just so early in the season, Kevin, and that means teams still trying to establish an identity, as well as experimenting and just trying out new rotations.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Thomas is out there with Alexander. Then it's Sabonis. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Towns in at the four-man position. Lewis outside. Nash with the screen for Lewis. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Sabonis, the pass to Towns. Now, here's Thomas. 9-point game his last outing. Now Lewis. Pass to Coffey. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Sabonis. And he drops it in from the low post.
And the confidence from Sabonis. Since being traded from OKC back in 2017, this guy has raised his level.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Robinson Earl. And another three for Seattle.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Alexander. With the crossover, jams it in off the great move.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And here is Lewis. In Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. There's the pass to Robinson Earl. And again, Seattle with the triple.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Lewis. A finish. And he jams it with authority.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Outside, Towns. That one good for 2.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Seattle leading by 7. Pass to Lewis. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And it's Nash at the elbow. Here's Coffey. Thomas covering. Coffey passes to Lewis. Shot clock at 5 from outside the arc. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Passes it to Sabonis. And that one is off. Nash with some nice D. Seattle leading by 10. Lewis with it. He's got 7. Pass to Coffey. Back to Lewis. for three. And another three for Seattle.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Some numbers for Sabonis. He had a strong showing last season and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percent.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. Right side Towns. Here's Alexander. Lewis covering. Left side Thomas, and the pass to Alexander. Poked loose. From the arc. Seattle grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Nash with the screen on Thomas. Lewis against Sabonis. Passes to Robinson Earl. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Here's Sabonis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
The aggression from Sabonis, forcing the issue and getting the hoop.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities. That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Sabonis has got 7 points in the game.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Pass to Nash. Back to Lewis. Here's the three. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Minnesota calls timeout. These teams were last season's best passers, the squads with the most assists in the NBA.
The way these guys moved the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness, and that's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
Here's Alexander. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio. Kicks it to Thomas. To the inside. And it's Towns missing. Seattle leading by 17. The pass to Coffey. Back to Lewis. Pass to Robinson Earl. Back to Lewis from deep three-point territory. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 17-point game. Passes it to Hall. Timberwolves passing it around. Left side, Towns. Bangs home the trifecta. Towns has got 5 points so far.
And how about the confidence right there? Towns feeling like he can shoot whenever and wherever he wants.
Here's Simpson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Lewis outside. Puts up a three. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
From downtown, Seattle grabs the miss. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And they rolled this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
Here's Garnett. The teardrop falls in.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Seattle leading by 17. Now here's Lewis. He's got 16. 1:32 left here in the opening quarter. Three-pointer. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Simpson. This one for 3. It's good from long range. And Seattle leads by 21.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Outside, Towns. Got a piece of it and pushing it up. Here's Seattle. And another 3 for Seattle.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And so it's Seattle, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
They've got Nash, and it's Lewis in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Seattle. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Nash outside. Lewis, right side, and that one is good. Lewis has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Seattle.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Back to Garnett. Sabonis sets the pick for Garnett. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Seattle. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The pass to Lewis. The 9-foot shot. And another basket for Seattle.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Murray outside. Garnett surveying the defense. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pass to Robinson Earl. Lewis, right side. Sabonis grabs the board.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Over to the wing. Murray outside. Garnett inside. Lewis on him. Nash with the block. And now running up the court. Lewis pushing it up. Oh! And he dunks it down.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Lewis against Garnett. Passes it to Hall. There's the 3. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time. Hall's got 5 now.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Lewis. Now the pass to Nash. Puts up a deep 3. And again, Seattle with the triple. Minnesota calls timeout. And a big concern for players and coaches is the consistency of officiating. Greg, do you like that argument?
It's tough when one night something is a foul and the next night it is. There's some gray area, obviously. And it'd be good for the league to try and clarify how they want things called.
Murphy's checked in for the Timberwolves. Alexander comes in for Garnett. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Hall. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio. With his first shot attempt, that one drops for him.
Keeping the feet moving and found an opening. Murphy doing work in close.
Now Halliburton. He had 10 points in the win against Sacramento. To the left side wing. Kent. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
A bona fide playmaker. Halliburton makes his teammates better.
Here's Alexander. Outside, Sabonis. Shot from 12. And again, it's Minnesota.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Halliburton. Still scoreless. Out left to the wing. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Hall. He's got 5. Going inside and stolen by Mobley. And here we go. Fast break. Mobley's got it. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Sabonis with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
And he banks in the layup.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Now, here is Halliburton. Passes to Kent. Now, Halliburton. To the wing right side. Here's Kent. And another 3 for Seattle.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Alexander. Over Halliburton. Alexander, no luck.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
Mobley a screen. Halliburton on the wing. No scoring in this one. Connects from 3-point range.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Here's Hall. He's got 5. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Hall's got 7 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Halliburton. Plays it up and banks it in. Halliburton's got his first points of the night.
So good at just reading the defense. That time, Halliburton maintains his dribble and gets to where he wants to go.
Here's Alexander. Hey, Smitty, in the playoffs, it's rare for an 8th or a 7th seed to make it out of the first round. But what about a 5-game series for just those kinds of matches? You know, 1 against 8 and 2 against 7.
You know, it wouldn't be bad, Kevin. We had those type of series when I first came into the league, but I don't think they would change since we have the play-in tournament. I think rounds 1, 2, the conference finals, and the NBA finals will stay 7.
Fires from way outside. They get the rebound. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. 5 points in the game.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
And the shot goes in. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for Seattle. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, in recent years, the league has flattened the lottery odds and created the play-in tournament to keep more teams motivated. Commissioner Adam Silver knows some teams are in a development phase, but doesn't want to see maneuvering for better draft picks. He says teams are smarter, they're creative, and they respond. We move, they move. Kevin?
Just like that. DA, thank you. Here's Alexander, and another 3 for Minnesota.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the 3-point shot for some extra offense.
Halliburton against Thomas. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Alexander. Good on the three-point shot. Alexander's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
And here's Halliburton. He has 6. From deep three-point land, that doesn't go either for Halliburton. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Alexander, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Thomas against Halliburton. 1:32 left now here in the second. For the 3, sinks the triple. Halliburton's got 9.
We've seen him shoot at 40% from deep for a season, so Halliburton accurate from three-point land.
Here's Alexander. He's covered by Halliburton. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Oh! And the double clutch jam wows the crowd. Woo!
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Alexander. A rare miss for him. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. Platoon swap here for Seattle. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lewis with it. 25 points in the game. We've got 22 seconds left here in the second, and the 3 ball is good.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Alexander. Looking to end the run. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Alexander's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Oh, what a feed right there. Towns' vision is really off the charts.
And so it's Seattle, way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Lots of exciting talent in this rookie class. We're going to have a good time watching these guys fight for that top spot.
Absolutely. The race should be very competitive, as it's been most years, really.
And as we shift focus back to our game, things couldn't have gone much worse for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
If you can't get stops, you can't get wins. I'm not seeing the fight, the fire. Time to get angry. Otherwise, we can call it now.
Some tough love from Dr. O'Neal. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Trey Murphy. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Sabonis. Then it's Thomas, and it's Alexander in at the 1. Here's Coffey. He dishes it to Lewis. Down low, here's Nash, and finished off by Nash.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Minnesota shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. From 10 feet out, that one wide left. Here's Coffey. Pass to Simpson. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Now here's Lewis. Here's the screen. The pass to Robinson Earl. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Robinson Earl's got 15.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Sabonis kicks to Alexander. Pass to Towns. There's Thomas with the 3. And the rebound goes to Nash.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses in as many attempts.
Now Lewis, 28 points for him. Pass to Robinson Earl. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Here we go, one-on-one. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And here's Sabonis. He's got 9. Pass to Alexander. Trying to get something going. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
Who is outside? And there's the pass to Nash. Back to Lewis. Lets it go with the 3. Drills it from outside. Lewis has got 31 points.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Sabonis against Nash. Takes the 13-footer. It's Thomas, high post. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by Seattle.
Passes it to Robinson Earl.
Incredible. He's loving it. Man, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Towns. Pass to Alexander. Back to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Tries to keep it alive. Nash with it. Now guarded by Towns. Nash with it. 10 points for him. Here's Simpson. Nash outside. Kicks to Lewis. Launches it. Drains the three-pointer. Lewis has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Seattle.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And here's a look at the stats for Nash. He's coming off an excellent season, and he ranks second in the league in field goal percentage, able to finish with force and even a little finesse at times.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. Great D that time from Nash.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Hall's checked in for the Timberwolves.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play? A dump play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
Another miss by Minnesota.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Lewis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Seattle.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
There's the pass to Alexander. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Passes it to Robinson Earl. Lewis on the wing. From past the arc, sinks the three-pointer. Lewis has got 39.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Here's Hall. He's got 7. Here's the teardrop, and it's Seattle with the rebound. Coffey's got his 4th rebound in this one. They set the screen. Pass to Robinson Earl. Oh!
Yes! Yes!
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Alexander. He's got 15. Tipped away and stolen by Nash. Seattle calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Payton, he's checked in for Seattle. And a change for the Timberwolves. Towns is checked in. Pass to Nash. Back to Lewis. Doubled by Sabonis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
Now, here's Payton. Back to Nash. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And 12 points for Nash.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Okay, time now for an injury report. For an update on Karl Anthony Towns' injury, let's go over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with Minnesota's head athletic trainer. He told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky. Now it's an unfortunate blow to them so early on in the season. We'll see how this team responds moving ahead. Kevin, back to you.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
Lewis gets the bucket. Lewis has got 41.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Minnesota shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Alexander. He's got 15. Lewis grabs the board.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Driving in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Here's Alexander. Another miss by Minnesota.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
The pass to Lewis. Nash outside. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Alexander, defended by Nash. Alexander gets the bucket. Alexander's got 17 now.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Passes it to Lewis. And there's the drive, and it's good for 2. Lewis has got 45 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Here's Hall. He has 7. And a moment now to check out who Seattle has coming up. On Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. Then on Sunday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers. Both shots good from the stripe. Now Lewis. He has 45 points.
Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Coffey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Here's Garnett attacking.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Garnett's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Dishes to Lewis. We've got 1:23 left in the 3rd quarter. Banked in off the glass. Lewis has got 47 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Garnett, and it's blocked by Lewis. Payton with the screen. Lewis passes to Payton. Good on the triple. Payton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Nash with the block. In the corner, Murray with it. Towns, the pass to Hall. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Got it. Good job in the low post. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And here is Lewis. Non-stop scoring machine here. Got it up. Another one game goes. Incredible.
Once again, this guy cannot be stopped.
It is incredible. He's nearing second overall in career 50-point games. And still going strong. And so it's Seattle, able to put on a show for the ages. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Lewis. Ash is out there with Peyton, and it's Coffey in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Here's Garnett, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Lewis with it. And we know that several active NBA players, Steve, have their own podcasts. Players now have a direct platform for their voice, and I think they like that.
Yeah, they do. They want to be able to own their own content, want to be able to put out their different stories the way they want to. They want to be in control of everything that has to do with them.
Poked away, stolen by Lewis. Now here's Nash. He kicks it to Lewis. The tray. And again, Seattle with the triple.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Jumps up.
Oh, did you see that?
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Garnett wide open. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Seattle has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Lewis outside. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Garnett. Lays it up off the glass.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taking advantage of what the defense allows.
Pass to Lewis. And Steve, with the way these NBA players can reach out to each other with ease, how much off-court communication do you think is going on?
I think a lot is going on, Kevin. A lot of these players have been playing with each other or against each other from a long time since they were young in the AAU. Because of social media and also the internet, it makes the world that much smaller. These guys communicate way more than we did.
And it goes down 2 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And he double clutches and throws it down.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Goes up on the block. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander's checked in. Sabonis kicks to Alexander. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Hall. the 10-footer. Basket counts.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Simpson, the pass to Lewis. Players we know get mic'd up now, Steve, so we can get some insight to their talking on the floor or on the bench. How would that have gone over in your day?
Well, you know, Kevin, we got mic'd up. I did not like it. You felt funny having just extra stuff that you had to carry around. But I love to hear the communication that goes on in the game now, sitting on this side.
That's tipped. Here's Payton. Fires the three. And again, Seattle with the triple.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Payton sends it back.
T-Wolves ball.
Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Hall. Blocked again, and he gets it back. For Seattle, they've gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Now Lewis. Fires the three. Connects again.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Sabonis, the pass to Alexander. So, Steve, you were drafted by the Heat, a young expansion team at the time down in Miami. But if you had to choose, which city would you give an expansion team to right now?
I think Seattle and Las Vegas are at the top of everyone's list. San Diego would be nice because I love to travel there. I love when Vancouver had a team. How about bringing that team back, Kevin?
Murray against Lewis. Takes the three. And again for three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This is as good as it gets from the charity strike here in the second.
And Seattle making a change here. Halliburton's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Lewis outside. Payton with a screen on Thomas. Halliburton outside. And another three for Seattle.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
Here's Alexander. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. So, Smitty, here we are between your TV, your smartphone, your tablet. You can watch any NBA game anytime you want to.
Kevin, it's awesome. The ability to watch multiple games at once is really great for fans. And, hey, we're all fans first and foremost.
Outside Lewis. And another three for Seattle.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Inside, here's Alexander, and it's blocked by Lewis. And here's Seattle. Mobley, a screen on Thomas. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space. but that does make it a tougher shot.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Halliburton passes to Lewis. From deep three-point territory. Minnesota with the rebound. Now the dish to Thomas. Outside, Sabonis. Kicks it to Towns. Now the pass to Alexander. Back to Towns. Over Payton. And Towns gets it to go.
And how about the efficiency from Towns? The shots he takes often fall well within the offensive game plan.
It's offline from half court.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
Thomas against Payton. It's deflected. And here is Lewis. All right, the NBA already has a team in Canada, a G League team in Mexico. We see a team in Europe, you think, Steve?
Kevin, we've had games in Paris, London recently. It'd be really hard travel-wise on these guys, flying all the way over to Europe.
So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. As we end with the New Balance Player of the Game.